over the counter, get you some Unison. Now the key here is, you're not doing this as a regular pattern just to get to sleep. That's not the key here. The key here is you're doing it as an experiment to jump into these dimensions. Especially for the first level, just for healing. So in so many words, if you got something wrong with you, if you can get into the deep sleep pattern, this shit can heal. It's just that we hardly ever get into the deep sleep pattern. And so therefore, they got a blue pill that does the damn trick. It did the trick so good to me till one night, so I had the blue pill, and then I woke up in my sleep, and then I literally was down inside of my body, looking out my eye sockets. You saw two holes up there, like this, and I was down in there looking out. So in actuality, I had gone to that particular entity that is inside of us, that is the real us. You see what I'm saying? It's being fooled to think that this body is the real us. You see what I'm saying? This body is the real us. The battlefield into the next dimension, or the next jump into the unknown, or this paradisal realm that we are going to, is not going to come by way of this physical realm, because this is an illusion, a series of events that don't exist, a matrix, just like you saw the movie. But you know, first rule in Tibetan Book of the Dead is enlightenment is the realization of the unreality of existence. The realization of the unreality of existence. Once you realize that this shit don't exist, that is enlightenment. That is the ultimate form of enlightenment. So, can't nothing go down on the physical realm, because the physical realm don't exist. This is why you try over and over and over again to make things work, and although you might get a little reprieve, you might get a little leeway, sooner or later shit comes crashing down. Because pain and suffering is inevitable. You see what I'm saying? Hard times. And based on how much anesthesia you got, you might can ward off the hard times based on if you can somehow stay on top of how much little money you got in the bank or whatever, or you can juggle them fucking bills around, or whatever the deal is. I mean, honestly, the best thing that could happen to us is damn Bush put us out of our misery and say, fuck it, we ain't giving none of y'all niggas nothing. You know, the greatest thing to me, I wish is that fucking every goddamn black with upward mobile lose every damn thing. Fuck them. Right? Fuck the black with upward mobile. Fuck them. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, fuck it. At least lose shit the way you living one damn day at a time like every other goddamn nigga. We ain't talking no chicken in no every pot. Now, and why I say that, that's not being irrational. I understand that in order for you to face reality, you got to see reality for what it is. And you don't need no anesthesia putting you to sleep, what you call the comfort zone. At least not the conscious. So, this reality ain't nothing going to happen on this reality, so don't look for anything to happen. It's just status quo. The realm to look for is in the realm of sleep and dreams. Now, the realm of dreams will give you experiences. Then there is a magical sleep in which soon you're just going to wake up in that sleep. Because that sleep is literally another world. If this is an illusion, a series of events that don't even exist, as all ancient mythology and religion tell you, then outside of the illusion, the only thing we know of is when we go to sleep. You see what I'm saying? It's just that it hasn't been kindled yet. It's still dormant, but it's waking up. That's why the white man got to make make sure that you don't get no sleep. Or he sets the society so you don't get deep sleep. You know what I'm saying? Certain light, you see what I'm saying? And shit called a career. See what I'm saying? The key here is to get something to try to get deeper into the sleep. Whereas the sleep literally has a chance to take your essence and your force and your concentration because you've gone deep enough into the sleep till the sleep starts to wake up. Because what is melanin? Melanin is the cosmic universe. It is a cosmic computer. It is the essence. It is the God force. But you can take the melanin out of a black person and put it in a white person. The white person falls asleep. That's because melanin is sleep. You see, is sleep. So that Morpheus in the Greek mythology is the god of sleep. We've identified the original form of Christ as Horus, but we've also traced that to India as the god Shiva or Rudra, who is also called the god of sleep. So Christ is sleep. So, when you go into this deep sleep, you wake this sleep up. The sleep is like a dragon, the sleeping dragon. It's like a monster. It's like an entity. It's just ready to be awakened. They say, we have awakened a sleeping dragon. You see. So, the more and more you go into this particular part, you wake this sleep up by concentrating on the sleep because you have gone deeper into those particular corridors or deep passageways with your energy. So we're not talking about a regular sleep where you just sleep a long time. You know how that is. You can sleep so long until you wake up and you feel worse than you did. You know what I'm saying? If you woke up regular. What we're talking about is a deep sleep. So we're talking about a magical rite or a ritualistic technique to get to that particular dimension. Now, what happens is this. When you go in, your essence is able to gather the melanin, or what you call the alchemical components of these substances in the universe that's inside of us. Your essence or your soul or your spirit is able to gather that stuff together. And the more and more you gather that stuff together, the more and more that stuff ignites or illuminates. But pretty soon, and this is the magical thing about that, pretty soon, this sleep is going to wake up. It don't have to wake up in all of us. We only need one good person to get through the gateway. That's it. One good person to get through the gateway. So, in so many words, we're standing on the verge of this magical thing happening. We're right in the middle of this thing. You know what I'm saying? We're right in the middle of it, but we focus on someplace about what our children gonna do. You understand what I'm saying? That is the cancer right there. That kills you by thinking of your children's offspring. First of all, 98% of you all can't dictate what your children. I don't care if you're the best planner. You can't dictate whether your child gonna be locked up 20 years from now. If we had 20 years from now. So you need to just even stop worrying about that. You understand what I'm saying? Because none of that is promised. But that is the key. That is the key. How they can keep incarnation going on and they can knock out people. You ever saw people that were so alive and then they have children and they die? Everything is focused on the doggone child, and that stuff is not promised.